Hi, welcome to Pagan Goddess Tarot, and today I am going to be doing the end of the month reading, the second half of the month reading. That's going to be from the 16th to the 31st of December 2020 for the zodiac sign of Sagittarius. Okay, this is still a general collective reading, it's just a much smaller collective. So take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Let me see. Keep in mind that it may not resonate with you right away. It can happen in the next few days or, weeks, months. Even if you find a reading years from the time that it was actually put out, that was when you were meant to find it. It could be 20 years later. That was when you were meant to find it, okay? So just like I said, this is fortune telling, so you may find that you want to come back and rewatch the videos or a video or particular. They'll be on my channel, and I'll also have extendeds that'll be available on Patreon. Okay, so now for the disclaimer. If you're under age 18, let's see. If you're under the age of 18, you're not supposed to be on the site. Please leave. No offense, but I have some cards that have full frontal nudity, and by YouTube standards, you can't be here unless you're an adult. Okay? And let's go ahead and get started. If you like the channel or you like the readings, please hit like, subscribe, and share. It really does help the channel grow exponentially. It's amazing. Okay, so I am going to start with, let me see. I'm going to start with the Spirit Animal Oracle cards. Okay. All right, Sagittarius, what have we got in there for you? Okay, I do pre-shuffle the cards so you don't have to listen to a lot of shuffling during the readings. It helps move things along a little faster so you're not stuck watching for long periods of time. It's Hawk Spirit, and it's telling that Spirit be your guide. Okay? I forgot to turn my phone off. I'll be having alarms going off pretty soon, all crazy. Alright, so I'm going to take two cards from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards as well. I use the Oracle cards because they're very powerful messages in their own right. But they also work in conjunction with the tarot portion of the reading. And it's really kind of cool how they interact like that. So, your first card out is Summer. And it's telling you to bask in joy and light. Okay? Alright, oops, well, I guess we can get more and more for Sagittarius. There we are. And it's Earth Guardian, and it's telling you to stay rooted and grounded. Alright. So, now I'm going to move on to the tarot portion of the reading. Here we go. I use a 5-position spread. It's past, present, future, advice from Spirit, and the most likely outcome if you follow Spirit's advice. Wow. So, recently you had a change in fortune. You may not be seeing any effects of it, but something started that wheel turning. That's the Wheel of Fortune. And so something is definitely turning in your favor. Okay? At your present, you have the King of Swords. Okay? And I do clarify these as we go along. The King of Swords is somebody that's very powerful, obviously. He's an heir. This is air, so this has got to do with the mind. See how far his throne is? That's the canopy of a forest below him. There's birds. He's higher than the birds. He has a very high perspective. He thinks logically, analytically, and he isn't afraid to make decisions. He does have feelings, but his feelings he uses. I mean, his feelings he uses like in the personal portion of his life, but he uses thought processes to rule the kingdom. It's logic. I mean, you know, you can't. If the wall is tumbling, then find out who fixes walls. That kind of clear, concise thought. He can cut things out that don't suit him, but he's not as quick to do so as the Queen would, as the Queen of Swords would. Okay, wow, this one's awesome. This is the Three of Shields. This is mastering something. It's blessed. This is a blessed. Wow, this is a blessed profession. Whatever this is for you, this is even spiritual. It's creating of something. You are mastering a craft. This is something that you can build abundance with. If you notice on this side, these two people are coming to the sculptor to ask him or to hire him to sculpt something that they have either drawn out, or you know, they've given attention to detail in writing so that he would know what the general picture of what they want. Sorry, sometimes it's hard to get the words out. Okay, so advice from Spirit. Oh wow, okay, so you're in the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is you're mourning the loss of some things. Whatever it is, that could be a person, it could be a place, it could be a thing. Oh wow, I didn't think about that. Sorry, that one was for me. That's the river of life that's flowing in front of him. He doesn't even see, he's so focused on the sadness that he can't see across the river and see that the rainbow's bringing promise. It's spirit, it's bringing gifts. And he can't turn around and see the gifts because he's so focused on the hurt. Okay? So and then, I mean, there's prosperity right beside him. That's the boar. Okay? So what Spirit is trying to tell you is it's okay to mourn. It's okay to go through the grieving process. We're never going to tell anybody not to go through the grieving process. But sometimes we get stuck in periods during the grieving process, and I know that for a fact because it happened to me as well. So you can get stuck and in the past, you know, and you don't see what Spirit's trying to give you. You just don't see the gifts because you're focused on something else. Okay, so sometimes when you're in that kind of this is when they're talking about turning around and walking away. Okay, the Eight of Cups is walking away. This would be you, or in this case it's cauldrons, but this would be you turning around and seeing the two gifts, okay? You only do that when you turn around to walk away. And when you're walking away, typically you're walking away to rest and retreat, which would be the Hermit card. Okay? And so when we get over here to these cards, you have Hawk Spirit, and it's telling you, let Spirit guide you. Okay? If you don't know which way to step, let Spirit guide you. Okay? You just need to stay rooted and grounded. Okay? There. And start learning to bask in joy and light. It's time to come out of the sad energy, the grief. That's basically, it's grief. And like I said, it doesn't have to be a person. It can be places, things. Could be, you know, pets. It's just, or you lost a job, or, you know, you lost something, or some things that you just haven't recovered from yet. And that spirit's point is telling you, okay, you need to start focusing on healing, because you did. So you did something, and the Wheel of Fortune's moving in your favor. So we need you to get into this rational thought process so that you can master whatever craft it is that you're working on. It's probably something creative. This may be a new business that you're trying to build. This could be anything. You could be a sculptor. You could be a painter. You could be, let's say, somebody that's very good with your tools. You know, you may start your own handyman business on the side, and it could build up. But either way, it's going to build your skills. Wow. But you can't do that if you're in this energy. Okay, so you got to trust in spirit to move you forward. Okay, so if you follow spirit's advice, so you it's almost like you're in Nine of Swords energy, which is, you know, mental anguish. And that's what I was just saying, the Four Swords. If you do that, you'll be able to rest and reflect, and then you'll be able to bask in the joy and the light. Let spirit guide you and stay rooted. You'll be able to do all of those things. So for now, this is the bottom of the deck. That's the Page of Shields. Now that can be a message coming in too, but it's also in conjunction with that Three of Shields. She's studying that shield. She's learning everything there is to know about that shield. Okay? She will know every flaw, how it's made, how it's designed, how the artwork was put in. If there's any flaws in any of it, she's going to learn how to detect it, because she is in the process of learning how to master her craft. Okay, and in this case, she would probably be making shields and whatnot. Okay, so I'm going to clarify this with the, I think I'm going to use the dragon. Or not dragon. Well, it's got a dragon on the front of it. It's the Wizard Tarot. This is the Celtic Tarot, by the way. Okay, I always forget to say that. Okay. All right. So, oh, I see. You got two clarifiers popped out right off the bat. The first one is the Five of Swords. So whatever you went through in the past, it was bad, and it was brutal. It hurt you a lot, okay? And that's why you're still grieving. Okay, sometimes the harder it is, you know, the longer it takes to heal. But you did do work. You did work on yourself. You did spiritual work. You did inner work. And because you did that, you were able to be the Queen of Swords. Now, keep in mind, the next card is the King of Swords. Okay, so now she's really quick to cut things out of her life that don't suit her. Now, she also comes in peace, but she has wisdom. Okay, she's been through a lot, and because she's been through a lot, she's the perfect person to ask for advice. Although she looks a little intimidating, she's not really wielding the sword. She usually has doves around her. She's peaceful, but, you know, just know that sword's there, and she does know how to use it, and she's not going to put up with anything. Okay, so you were able to use that energy, and whatever you did started the Wheel of Fortune turning in your favor. Okay, you made some kind of decision. Okay, some kind of decision that brought you probably to a higher perspective. Okay, And clarifying the King of Swords, you got the Page of Pentacles. That's that's a new beginning. It could be earthly. That would be, you know, monetary, building things. But it's spiritual as well because she's using a lot of magic. Okay, and you are naturally guarded now because of the past experience. Okay, and that's, I think that's where you're starting to get a little bit, well, actually, that's being creative. So you're getting a message about being creative, and this is something that's going to make you, this is going to be something very creative to you. This is dynamic, this is movement, this is high energy. The wands are fire signs, so that's going to be Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Okay, so we tend to be really passionate, really creative, really forward moving, quick, analytical. I know Sagittarius is like to learn. Okay, and so that's going to be this kind of energy. These are the messages. I think whatever is coming at you, it's going to be both, bring you both abundance, because you're going to create like passionately. Okay, and these are either communications coming in, or you've been thinking about doing something, so it's time for you to do it. Spirit's telling you it's time, because the Three of Shields is telling you that your ships will come in. Okay, your ships will come in. You need to, but you need to start putting that, whichever, whatever it is that you were thinking about doing, you need to put it in motion, and you need to start mastering your craft, really honing your skills, so that you might be a journeyman, but you can go to a master. Okay, and that is clarified by the Queen of Wands. She is somebody who follows her intuition. She's got a lot of power. Look at that staff. That red, she's fiery, dynamic, energetic. She's smart, confident. Okay? So you're going to need to put those types of energies to work. And remember, it's telling you to let Spirit be your guide. You don't get, you know, stay rooted and grounded. You know, you still got to pay the bills. Because, trust me, I can get so focused on a project that I can go days and days just concentrating on that. I mean, you still have to take time out to eat and do things like that. Okay? Okay, Spirit. Let's see. All right. So this this will make you the Emperor, or you will meet the Emperor in the course of this. Okay. Give me a few seconds. Let me clarify the other cards, and then we'll come back to that. Okay. So the Five of Cauldrons. Yeah. The Seven of Swords is sometimes called the sneaky card, but in the other, in a Rider White, I think deck, it's a person that's carrying 5 swords off, and he's looking back over his shoulder. And I think this, since it's clarifying the Five of Cups, I think this is more that you're looking back with regret. You need to not do that. You know, you can have regret. It happened, okay, and it's done. Okay, but it's time to move on. Okay, and if you can do that, you're going to close that cycle. And look what you're walking into. That's what the Wheel of Fortune is bringing you. You're walking into an abundant, and if you're, you know, I mean, it's abundance. You have fertility symbols. Look, you have the little fairy down here. You have the snake, which is a Celtic fertility symbol. You have the bird up here. You're just walking into a new, okay? You're just walking into a new... Oh yeah, that's humming. Is that hummingbird? The hummingbird. That's, if I'm not mistaken, it's be here now. Be in the present. Okay? And you're going to walk through that portal. You're walking through that portal. You're changing your cycle, and you're doing that because you're resting and reflecting. Okay? So you got to let your guard down. And you will be able to follow your intuition. That's why it's telling you to stay rooted and grounded. You don't have to be so guarded. You can follow your intuition, and Spirit's going to guide you. Okay? And you're also presenting as the King of Swords. So you're quite analytical and quite capable of working through problems. Okay? So the Page of Shields, because this is the overall energy of the read. Yeah, this is your wish fulfillment. So this may be that dream that you always had. You know, I want to open my own wood shop, or I want to make creative things and sell it on there. But the Nine of Swords is mental anguish, and whatever it is holding you back. It's holding you back from your dreams, and it's telling you to go forward with it. To go forward with it, because your wish fulfillment, this will bring you your wishes come true. You got to get out of that energy. You got to be more like that. You have to be grateful for everything you have. And this one has everything but love. And he's quite content. And usually this is about the point where true love or another love comes in. Okay? But, you know, not necessarily so, because this looks more about building something. Okay? But you can be quite content in that energy. So, I mean, pretty much that's what Spirit's telling you. You got to come out of that energy and move forward. And the Emperor, in this case, is take charge with authority. Okay, that doesn't mean go crazy and quit your job and, you know, blah, 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 blah. What it does mean, though, is to start working on whatever it is you want to build. Start taking the steps. It'll also help get you out of that grieving energy. All right, and then I'm going to pull some Archangel cards for you. Sorry, this one's going to be a little longer than normal. Okay, spiritual understanding. Archangel Raziel, I am bringing you esoteric information and symbols and helping you understand spiritual truths. So, you may start seeing symbols. If not, you'll start getting information, and it'll come at the oddest places. You like I got a message for me during the middle of this read. Or an answer, I should say. And then patience. Archangel Jophiel. Your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you realize. Still, they need nurturing and patience. And I think that's another thing. Since we're fire signs, we have no patience. I don't know about you. I have very few little patience. Sometimes I do. Like, you know, I can nurture a plant all day long. But when I want to do something, I want it now. I want to go do it now. Now. So, this is serious. Passion. Archangel Haniel, trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life and your career. Okay. So, I hope this guides you. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I'm going to be doing an extended. It'll be listed in the comments below. It'll be on Patreon. So, if you liked the reading, please click like, subscribe, and share, and hit the little bell icon. And like I said, you're coming into spiritual. You need to be patient with yourself, you know. But you have a passion that you need to let it free to express itself. and it's going to bring you abundance. It will bring you it will bring you your wish fulfillment if you start allowing it. And but you have to, you know, like, do the healing first. Okay? And just as an off note, you have the King and Queen of Swords a second time in here. So that may be your soulmate coming in later or in the process of this. So, and that could be another reason why you shouldn't be too guarded. Okay? Because I think that's it. I'm sorry. I'm waiting to hear. I'm waiting to hear if I hear messages or crickets. Okay, I think that's everything. I hope you have a great day, and thanks for watching.